So we are kicking off Howl-O-Scream here at Busch Gardens at the Hell on Wheels first scare zone. Now, I will say, let me say this, that Busch Gardens did provide us with the tickets tonight, so we're out here checking it out. We're gonna have a blast. It's always a lot of fun. And let's get started. First scare zone, I think, was a success.
I think so. You know, the best part, I think, so far is that you can't tell that the scare actors are necessarily wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And I think they, like, nailed that.
They did a good job.
Basically, their mask is just part of their whole getup,
Yep.
and you can't tell they're just wearing a mask like this underneath everything.
Yeah.
They've, like, done makeup and everything over top of it. It's really cool.
They've done a great job, and it's not dark yet,
No,
obviously.
it's not.
But they're still doing a great job. I really like it. It was a good one.
We will be coming back through in the dark, though.
Yeah, this is not a new one. They did have this one last year. I remember it. I think it might have been a little bit different, like more of like a zombie theme, maybe.
I don't know, because I'm just always scared the whole time, so.
But we are coming up to our very to a very new one this year. It's called the Junkyard.
Ooh.
It's up here on the left. We'll see how it is. I feel like sometimes we should just wait till it gets darker, but well, I want to do it. I want to see it. All right, so this actually must be a little bit more of an anticipated scare zone because we actually have a queue line to get into the Junkyard area, which is pretty crazy, but should be a lot of fun, I hope. So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna get in this queue line on the other side. Here we go.
We're entering the Junkyard.
What was that? What'd you stop for?
I hear noises.
I don't know what you hear. There's nothing even to hear. Oh.
She's a distraction.
Well, you had to be in front of me.
No, I'm scared.
Come on down, keep it moving. Bars up there and the tap is shoved up with Joe. Everyone gets free water.
Those are my favorite ones. There it is. Hey, that's from last year. Whoa! That was awesome. That was like a, yeah. Taylor just said it was kind of like a house, but obviously it's not one. It's just like an open air walkthrough place, but that was really cool.
But I didn't like that nobody was really close in front of me. I had to walk like basically by myself.
So yeah, that was really cool. I think we definitely are gonna have to come back and do it at nighttime, because like the day was, you know, you could kind of still see some of the scare actors before they even jumped out to get you.
Yeah,
so
like where they were hiding. But they still scare you because they make like loud noises and stuff. So
yeah, it was
that's
good.
what gets me.
It was good. That was a great job, Busch Gardens. Really liked it. So as part of the Howl-O-Scream, it's always a thing that they've got some good food and some good drinks. So we're actually gonna try some new food this year. This is brand new. We're gonna get mac and cheese. And I think I might get a daiquiri. It smells really good. Now the cheese is like a, was that a Budweiser infused cheese? Presentation on like a scale of like 1 to 5. 1. Tastes, it's 5. Really good. I like the combination of the onion strings. It adds a nice crunch in there. Savoriness with the bacon and with the cheese. And the cheese is like a beer cheese, so think of it as something like you would use to like dip your pretzels in. Really, really good. And noodles, I think, are cooked fairly well, so it's a decent dish. I think this was like $5 or $6, so not too bad. I think it's a pretty decent serving size. And then, of course, I've got a mango daiquiri to wash it down with. It's not bad. All right, so we just finished eating. Now, the real reason that I wanted to stop and actually get something to eat was to kind of let the sun go down and get a little bit darker. So now it's a little bit more scary.
Great.
And I think it's going to be a lot better for some of these newer scare zones, because I think there's another scare zone area that's like the one that we just did, the Junkyard, where you actually have to walk through. So let's hope. That'll be great. So they are still doing the Fiend show, which you can see starts at 8:30 and 10, and it's all outside, so it's not inside, and you're good to be socially distant, which is really nice. But they do have a warning: language, adult subject matter, scantily clad performers, and sexual content.
Recommended for mature audiences only.
How are you trying to push me to the bushes?
So this might be weird, but I think this is actually like my favorite scare zone to come through, which is the Little Nightmares, because it's just, I don't know, it's really kind of creepy and scary. And most of the scare actors are wearing like really weird masks, and yeah. So it's really, they're like trying to, I think they just switched, so like they're kind of like coming and going. But yeah, this is my favorite one so far. And I do believe that my suspicions were correct, because we are coming up on the next one, which is the shortcut. And there's an actual queue line here. Now, believe it or not, I think I'm gonna have to point this out because you're gonna see it in the video anyways. Really doesn't look like any of these people are actually socially distancing, but this is a long queue line. Oh God.
Oh, lucky me. Here comes the Grim Reaper.
Go ahead.
Welcome to your final rest.
Oh, it's a whatchamacallit.
Yeah. Oh.
One of them was gonna be real.
Thank you. How was it?
Jumpy. So that one was definitely jumpier because we were in the dark compared to the first one we did that was in more daylight, because we could kind of see where they were going to come from, even though I did still scream in the first one. But this one, like, I couldn't tell who was real and who was like a prop.
It was a good one for sure. I liked it. I think I actually kind of liked the first one maybe a little bit more, even though it was in the daylight. I felt like at night there would probably be a little bit more jump scares. We'll see if we end up doing it again, but it's still really cool. Awesome that they can add something like a haunted house, but open air, walk through, jump scare kind of stuff. So it was cool.
And it's like, it's basically like a regular scare zone, but it's one way. So that's why there's like a line to get into it. And then it's just much more narrow than the regular scare zone. So it kind of like forces you to be like, oh no.
But all the scares are still socially distant away from you and everything else like that. So it's cool. Let's go check out some more. So talking about all of the scare zones that we have here at Busch Gardens this year, we've got 10. 4 of them are brand new. We've got the Lichen Landing, the Shortcut, the Junkyard, and the Escape. Those are the 4 new ones. Super exciting. They're doing really well. And then of course we've got some of the, I guess they could be favorites. We've got Little Nightmares, Maniac Midway, which is where we are at right now. Deadly Toys, Hell on Wheels, Dia de los Muertos. So it's been really fun so far. I've had a great time. I think Taylor's having a great time. She is really on edge about this guy around the corner here. He's trying to come out and get her. But yeah, it's pretty fun so far. All right, so we are now entering into the Deadly Toys Scare Zone, which is actually another one of my favorites. Just because it's kind of got like that creepy, deadly type of toy vibe. And the rabbit or whatever this guy is, he is always the best. Alright, so we are now going to go check out the last scare zone that there is here at Busch Gardens. But there's something else that I wanted to mention, is that when you come to Howl-O-Scream, it's not just about the scare zones. They actually have all of the attractions, or at least most of all the attractions, still open. So you can still go and check out Cheetah Hunt, and I think maybe Kumba, and Shikra, and Tigress, and all of those, and have a great time.
Hello. Oh, looks like someone's getting famous over here. Hi, famous person. Where you going? Don't you want to stay for a little bit? You know what? I have a little bit of a tip for you. If you take a cat and you go right in between the spine and strip the flesh, rip out the spine, dip it in some soy sauce, and voila, Kung Pao chicken. It's delicious. That's a trademark. Don't you dare steal it from me. I will find you if you do.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at Busch Gardens.
For Howl-O-Scream.
Woo-wee! We had a great time. A lot of fun.
Good.
It was.
Yeah, I want to say I like houses. Stop looking over your shoulder. It freaks me out. So I do like doing the houses.
Yeah.
But I think it was awesome having more scare zones.
Yeah.
Because they're just so much more open, and I don't feel like I'm like, I gotta hide.
Yeah.
So even though they're hiding from me and jumping out, I just feel better because I don't really like scary stuff. However, I do come to these events for some reason.
Yeah. So I think another question that everybody's going to end up asking, and it's going to come up in the comments, was how did you guys feel as far as like safety and social distancing and everything like that? We had a fantastic time. I just want to leave it with that.
Yeah, we did.
However, it was, as far as like mask wearing, the guests, not very good at all. Almost not everybody, but it was a lot of people not wearing their mask properly and things like that. So be aware. We still had a really good time. We wore ours properly. We social distanced like we were supposed to. Other people didn't, but at that point, you just have to have some responsibility and ask people to take a step back. So keep that in mind. It's never going to be perfect, but we had a fantastic time. A lot of fun. And the open air scare zones, like Taylor said, were fantastic.
Yeah, they were really good.
So, and the second one actually still had a pretty long line when we went back through this, we went back through the whole park again. So, yeah. But we had fun. It was great.
It was a good time. I'm still getting scared as we're on our way out. So let us know if you have ever been to Howl-O-Scream here at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay.